morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Friday Vibes and Makeup Time with Tori, and that's me. Alright, it's Friday, and you know what else it is? Easter weekend. I know, finally Lent is over, and you can eat and get fat and hang out with your friends and be heathens. Anyways, so Easter. Right, so everybody affiliates Easter with the Easter Bunny and giving out candy, egg hunting, all that good stuff. Right, all that stuff is fun, but just like a lot of these holidays I've learned, it's actually based off of a religious day. So Easter is Passover Day or the Feast of Pascual in Mexico. Really, it's to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ after he was crucified. Now, I've gone over the bloodstone, which is also affiliated with the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, and also some other things that I'm sure I remember later. But anyways, so Easter is a pretty big day for a lot of people. Like I mentioned before, it's also the day after the last day of Lent, and of course during Lent you devote yourself to God and you give up one thing for 40 days. It could be eating, drinking, mainly something that would be considered a sin. A lot of people quit smoking, quit drinking. Some people go on diets, they give up red meat or whatnot. It's a lot of different little things that people give up. It just all depends on what vices you think you have and you want to give up and be good for 40 days. And 40 days is a pretty good day to do a cleansing of any sort, really. So, Lent is for Catholics. Okay, so Easter never falls on the same day every year. They base it off the Roman calendar, which is based off the phases of the moon. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because this was a really quick study that I did on this. So, the day of Easter lands on the day of celestial lunar moon, which I assume is referring to the first full moon of the spring, and that to me makes sense. Or a vernal equinox. There's a lot of terms for it, but basically it happens after a full moon, and I suppose it related to the beginning of spring because of the resurrection of Jesus Christ is symbolized also as the beginning of springtime. Also, so Easter egg hunting does have a relation to the resurrection of Christ. Whenever he was crucified back then and he came back, they made the egg the symbol of new life. And Jesus Christ resurrecting was also a symbol of new life. So Easter egg hunting still kind of a religious event. But if you watch my St. Patrick's video, I mentioned that St. Patrick's also kind of lost its way in the meaning of celebrating the Feast of St. Patrick, who was dedicated to the preaching of the Holy Trinity. A lot of people turn the day of Feast of St. Patrick Day to get drunk and just go crazy. And of course, to remind all the people, they would pass out shamrocks, which define the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Well, with Easter, it's the egg. And of course, we also see a lot of confetti eggs, and a lot of countries have different traditions where they paint their eggs different colors. Now, this is the makeup challenge part for me. There is the very common pastel Easter colors that everyone is so in love with. Then there's the religious colors. So the color for Easter is red. Why? To signify the blood that was from Jesus Christ when he was crucified. And another color that represents a lot of Christian holidays or religious holidays is white. So the colors I'm going to be using is red and white. Now white's kind of difficult to work with, so I went ahead and I'm going to use the silver. And just to kind of keep the pastel colors going, I'm going to use pink. This idea was really challenging for me because of the colors that I have to work with. But I'm hoping that I can create something that you can wear every day, doesn't matter if it's Easter or not. Because it's Friday. Just remember that. It is Friday, okay? It's not Easter yet. You still want to go out and have fun. Do it. Safe, of course. Safely, of course. So, of course, I always say wash your face before you apply any kind of makeup, primer, whatever you're going to do. If you're going to trim your eyebrows or kind of wax whatever you need to wax, because we all know we have spots we got to take care of. And do that. And so I've already applied my primer. Again, I'm still using my 24K gold primer. And I've already done my foundation. And I've mentioned before in a few videos back, is try to find a foundation for this season, because your skin isn't going to be exposed to the sun all the time during the winter time, so you want to get a lighter foundation. If you're going to be in the sun out, which is during the springtime and the summertime, you gotta get a darker foundation. So this is my darker one, and I use that, and I actually tried a little bit of contouring, not too much. I'm still working on my eyebrows. Whenever I feel more confident enough, I will show how I do that. But yes, so for my base color, I'm going to use my Kaleidoscope Cosmetic, and it's called Diamond Foils. It comes with a little mirror, which is cute if you get like the single eyeshadows. I think this was from an Ipsy bag. I remember I have a friend, she gets Ipsy, and whatever she doesn't like or use, she has been giving to me. So it's been a once a month supply. It's been pretty neat. So I have a lot of stuff that I will show off later. Just with these colors, it's gonna get a little repetitive on the palettes I use. But anyways, so going to use my silver as my base. Take my glasses off, of course. Okay, here we go. It's really diamond foil like. Alright, so like I said, I'm still gonna have some pastel colors, and I've used this before. It's Wondrous Eyeshadow Blossom, and it's a really nice pink glittery chrome color, sorry. And I'm just gonna put that at the corners right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and use my same brush because I still want to have a little bit of the silver kind of blended in with it. That's one way you can blend colors with your eyeshadows, is if you still have a little bit of what you had before, just kind of mix it with what you're going to use next. Now, what I do is, I know I still got some eyeshadow left in here, because I know if I wipe it on a paper, there's going to be silver. So I'm just going to tap, 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 tap. And I do that 3 times, and I blow, because you know you always have little dust particles. Alright, and so I'm going to add this to the corners. stuff I've been using, I'm just gonna go over and just kind of connect everything. Alright, so there's that. Now for the red, and this is where it's going to get a little scary because red is such a great old color to use. But when I tell you it is messy, it is messy. And I like to think that anything that's affiliated with the color red is messy. Blood, ketchup, strawberry jelly, amongst other things. Alright, so once again, I'm using my Cyst Fantastique palette. I know I use it a lot, but it's got a lot of great colors. And this is the only palette that I have that has a really bright red. And I'm using this Embrase-moi, which I believe means please embrace me. Now with this red, I'm going to fill in my corners and I'm going to put it under my eyes. So I'm going to make my eyes really pop out. Now I believe it's going to look a little strange at first, but once I put my eyeliner and my mascara, I think it'll look pretty boss. Alright, here we go. Red's kind of hard to work with, especially with the red and white, without trying to look too Christmassy. Now, I am going to fix this up, don't worry. Alright, so give me just a second, I'm going to fix this right up. Okay, all I did was just kind of get more of the silver eyeshadow and just kind of blend in more of the colors. So I strongly believe that with eyeliner I can save this. So next step is the eyeliner. I'm going to use my She Matte eyeliner. And I'm going to go with really big wings, hopefully. Ignore the puppy barking. now I'm going to go ahead and do my bottom eyeliner just to kind of, you know, close it all together. I'm gonna use my Maybelline Unstoppable black eyeliner, and I really like this. Ever since it came out with the retractable eyeliner, I've never gone back to pencil. I don't have to buy a sharpener. I don't have to worry about sharpening it every time. Sure, it has its pros because you'll always have a sharp point, but this is just a lifesaver. I love it. I'm liking it a lot now. It's definitely very different. And of course, last but not least, my NYX AK Volume Mascara. I did get another type of volume mascara. I didn't like it too much. I didn't like the brush. See, this brush is perfect. I just need some volume. Is something, isn't it? And of course, last but not least, I'm going to use my blush, and I'm using my She Blush Powder palette because I love it so much. I've yet to find a blush I really like, so since I'm still kind of doing a light, I'm going to do this one right here. It's more neutral tone. Now I know I didn't use a highlighter, so I'm just gonna get the silver pink I was using and just kind of lightly. Doesn't take much really. Okay, so this is the finishing look. Yes, yes, yay, nay. I say yay. I really do like it. It's definitely a challenge with the colors, trying to relate to Easter, which was the red and the white. I chose red, silver, and the pink color. They're all colors affiliated with Easter, so I think it turned out pretty well. It's definitely a really bold look. Something that you would wear to a party for sure. It's not as natural as I wanted it to be, but it's still good. I still like it. So I hope you do too. Let me know. If not, maybe comment on an idea you think would have been better, or what colors I should have chose, or what style I should have chose. Because this is all just new to me. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I didn't go to school for makeup. This is just what I've learned and picked up on my